Can everyone give me perception checks real quick?
We'll just say here.
We have advantage because we're still secure.
No.
Hey, you got wrecked, son.
Wait, but that's the
I
guy.
feel like Roll20 has decided to invert my roll scheme, which is
Hey, that could get
you
so
have
20.
no bonus on knowledge checks here. Nat 20 fucking everything. And it's like, hey, you have a +7? Cool. Have a Nat 2 or a Nat 1.
That's not bad actually. That might be.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that badly.
Okay. So as you're traveling, Talia, you sort of begin to get a sense of the first couple of times you're not sure if you're just spooked and making it up, but because the music's spooky and the music's spooky and the trees are gloomy.
The orchestra's following us.
Well, no, you're in enemy territory. You know, if you're captured, you're dead. You're walking along. You've got your wits. You know, it's almost like there's some undead motherfucker waiting behind every tree. So you're keeping an eye out, obviously, as you're walking, and the nature of your attentiveness is causing you to be wary and somewhat on edge. And so the first couple of times you see it, you think it's just something at the corner of your eye that you made up. When you look, there's nothing there. But the third time, in the space of 15-20 minutes, you're certain there's something or some things through the trees off on your right and possibly as well on your left, because you thought there was movement over there as well, keeping pace with you but staying hidden. And in fact, you've caught the brief hint of sort of the flash of a white fang and a vaguely lupine silhouette.
Oh, my friends. Fang?
White fang.
So between the trees.
Lupine did mean wolf-like, right?
Yes.
So, okay. So we're in Undead Lands, but there's lupine. Okay, I'm gonna make the assumption that these are not enemies. I'm gonna hold up my hand.
Oh, God. Okay. No, I'm kidding, Jack. I'm kidding.
Say, whoever is out there, we are not your enemy. And I hold up my hands and just look at the other two and I just whisper, we're not alone.
Yeah, I figured you were.
Yeah, just in case, just in case.
Okay, I'll kind of I won't follow with putting on my hands. I'll keep them by my side, but I won't reach for any weapons or anything.
Do I get woken up by that?
Woken up?
It's
not nighttime!
I keep forgetting that it's not nighttime. I don't know why. It's
Just daydreaming.
Walking, Jack on the wheel on a treat. Can you wake me up? Walking.
But yeah, so I will have my bow out then.
No, He was like hands up.
No.
Okay. I kind of say.
I have my bow. I didn't knock an arrow or anything.
Okay. A couple of moments pass, and then from the brush about 30, 40 feet ahead of you emerges a large, shaggy wolf. I say large, I mean large actually in size. It's bigger than a man. It's a big fucking wolf.
Big wolf.
Like a dire wolf, possibly even. Somewhat not emaciated, but plagued. It has a long gash along its side that's healed badly and looks sort of infected.
Don't touch it.
Talia, you said you were gonna go into it.
It's got sort of a bit of foam about the mouth, a bit of spittle, probably rabid.
Don't worry, I'll suplex it.
Go say hello.
Yup. And this emerges and confronts you, and it's kind of standing there 40 feet away, sort of with a low rumbling growl. At the same time, there's
probably coincidental
rustling in the trees and bushes off to either side, indicating that while not immediately visible, this creature confronting you is not alone.
So I draw my sword and shield slowly, and look at Silas and say, I was hoping they were friends of yours. And then get ready.
I
jumped out ready and attack to swing.
Yeah, and I'm like, I haven't met them before. Wait, so you're drawing a weapon?
Yeah.
This map isn't perfect, but it has trees on it, so it'll do some.
Do we roll initiative?
Ooh, it's so dark.
Until someone takes an offensive action, we will avoid initiative.
Okay, I'm not sure if like. Alright, well, I'll ready. I'll slowly. These dire wolves. Can I roll to see if I know anything about dire wolves?
Well, I mean, I say like a large wolf, and it says a dire wolf is a large wolf, but it could just be a big wolf. Who knows?
Okay.
I mean, you can roll to see what you know about wolves, but
I mean, are dire wolves a thing? Is kind of what I'm asking.
No.
Okay, so
like,
it's
wolves
definitely not dire wolf. Okay, it's definitely not dire wolf.
But like, yeah, you don't know much more about wolves than like you Ian know about wolves. It's like,
What?
wolves are.
Maybe he's very interested in the normal wolf.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe he's done his research.
Yeah, that's why I have knowledge of one in nature.
Both,
mate. Yeah, Convo was a legend. You know it, Chris. Good old Condor to Convo.
Been a while.
Convo. I'll slowly kind of. Yeah, I don't know if I need to be a gun.
Is there any way I could see if maybe it's possible that it is some type of where is it?
Undead?
Well, this is not its true form, or is like this is
like cancer.
Yeah. Like a druid in a
just
wild
just through like understanding, or like is there like some magical way you could do it? Is what.
So what I'm wondering is that if I know that I can channel divinity, soothe the beast. I just wanted to know if there was a check I could make to see if I thought that was a thing.
Like, I mean, there's definitely magical means without like a specific way. Then yeah, it'd be an insight roll to determine, does this thing seem more intelligent? Does it move in a kind of natural wolfy way, or like
is it mouthing the lyrics to a popular song? These questions like these.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna.
Well, we'll do. How far away is it? Said?
About 20, 30 feet. No, 40, 40 feet. Did I put you guys on the map, right? Yeah, so you can. Are you guys not on the map?
Oh, there. No, it. Now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just imagine a road and stuff, and like probably the river that you might be able to see at the top aren't there. Like I'm just using
Abomination up front.
Has trees on it.
So
I thought the Abomination's on the GM there. Yeah, it is. What you're talking about, Ian. Shut up.
So I have two quick questions.
Sure.
One, do I know any, like, obviously this has already been kind of answered, but do I know of any way of intimidating a wolf like this? Like, for example, with a bear, you like make yourself big and shit, right?
Yeah, I think the same general principle applies to animals. You make yourself seem bigger and more fierce and threatening.
I will turn into a wolf. That's big and friendly.
Sean's actually going to do the bow over her shoulder, start moving forward, and then when she gets to 30 feet,
I'm a Worgen now.
Okay, so yeah, Silas turns into a Worgen. Okay, what are you doing, Shalom?
And then right when I get to there, I will channel divinity, soothe the beast. I'm going to target a beast that I can see within 30 feet and force it to roll a spirit saving throw. If the creature fails a saving throw, it is charmed by me for 1 minute or until it takes damage. While it is charmed by me, it is friendly to me and other creatures I designate, and if you treat them fairly, they do not revert to their original hostility after the duration ends.
If you treat them fairly, that's lots of pitch value or misery. You're looking
and it has to make a spirit saving throw. What's the DC?
That's a good question. Oh, just.
It'll be just. Will it not be a spell? It might not be a spell.
Yeah, that's what it says. But my saving throw.
13.
No, it's higher than that.
Yeah, way higher.
14.
Like 16 or something.
Well, because it's 5 for the one. We haven't hit level 5 to get to.
So it's like 15, 16, 16.
It is
15.
15? Okay, it fails. Yeah. It fails. So whether it's a combination of your soothing holy ability or Silas's adopting his friendly form, the wolf kind of it stops growling. It kind of its lips, which are pulled back, exposing rows of sharp fangs, adopt a more neutral position, and it's just kind of now sitting there watching you guys. Yeah, it seems it's much less aggressive. It's no longer they heckle their haunches or something. What animals do? I don't know, but I can't remember what there's an expression. There's an expression something like that.
Their hackles.
I don't know. Yeah. Its fur is no longer standing up. And it's more just sort of standing there watching you impassively now.
Okay. It won't harm us. Let's don't make any sudden movements or attempt to attack them.
The problem is that one is not alone. I hope it's the leader.
How many are there, do you think, Talia?
Kind of make like a guess on how much rustling I heard. I mean, I'm guessing like 4 to 6. But...
4 to 6 are fucking huge.
Like, yeah. There's definitely 1 or 2 on the left and 1 or 2 on the right.
Yeah, I relate it.
Kind of nod gruesomely, like, oh.
So, should we leave now, or should we... Just to make one thing clear, this thing is wild, right? No master waiting in the bushes.
I mean, I can't be sure, but it looks pretty fucking wild.
All Forsaken look kind of deteriorating anyways. Kind of fits the motif. But I suppose... should be alone. Alright, let's leave.
Yes, let's quickly move on. But yeah, not too quickly. Let's not try to, I guess, like startle any of us. Shallan, how long does this last for?
Should be a minute, and even then.
Another 38 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let us quickly move.
We quickly but very carefully and
quickly,
slowly, but also
like
quickly.
Running, just fast walking, you know. Like...
Okay. Do you walk past it, or do you like walk around? You know, do you go like a
give it a little buff.
Okay, sure.
Buff.
Okay.
Oh, the abomination's not here. Guys, come on, we walk.
Like, ignore the river, ignore the bridge, ignore the road. It's just trees and stuff. So yeah, you guys move on, and yeah, you walk past it. It just sort of watches impassively as you pass it. I mean, it turns to face you as you keep going, but it doesn't move. And like as you guys sort of 50, 60 feet on, it's you sort of, because you're looking back and watching it, see what it does. You turn and see like another pair of wolves, one from either side, sort of join up and stand like flanking it, just slightly to either side and behind, also watching you depart. But yeah, even after the minute passes, like they don't immediately suddenly take hostile action, and eventually, like when you guys are sort of a couple hundred feet away, they just turn and disappear off into the trees as a pack.
Okay. I would suggest we keep an eye out. I'm not sure if they're gone for good. I imagine they don't have many options to hunt prey in these woods.
What if I'll watch our back for a bit and someone else watch the...
Okay.
Sure, whatever side's covered.
Sounds good to me. Alright, so I guess you walking back for a bit, I'll walk in front, and Shallan will walk in the middle.
Okay.
Yep.
So you guys continue on, wary and attentive.
Again.
Much the same as you had for the morning, really. And yeah, I dropped my phone.
But there's a cellar, and inside the cellar there are 3 wolves. No,
because that's like actually avoided. That's an encounter you still get experience for. That wasn't just like
we didn't get through the abomination. Why not? We defeated the abomination.
We defeated the obstacle.
Got him. Yeah. But what you didn't find was like the treasure chest the abomination was guarding. So really,
let's go back.
Yeah.
You've got promise.
Before greed.
The treasure is more of the poison stuff.
Yeah. Could be useful.
Poison, yeah.
Oh no, we're not against the undead.
Yeah, they are immune. Oh my! I mean, they do have a poison that they're immune to, so it's like okay.
Okay, yeah, but you guys continue on, and you find a copse. Is that the expression for like a group of trees growing together? I think it is.
Yes.
That sort of shelters you while you have lunch, and then you continue on for the afternoon and roll another encounter. Gosh. Okay. Yeah, the sun is kind of getting lower in the sky when well, give me perception checks, I guess. We'll figure out who.
Maybe we don't notice the sun is getting.
Yeah, what if we all roll a 1 or something?
Yeah, well, I mean, you notice the sun's getting low, but you don't notice what's going on.
If you all are one, we still notice.
It's still pretty good. It's not a 20, but I'll take it.
Freaking yeah, Talia's just like Talia sees everything today. Talia's
She's
Legolas.
on point today. Yeah.
Yeah, when Talia, you glance up, and high above, like it's actually hard to estimate because they're mostly silhouetted and you're not exactly sure how large they are. But there's a group of, I think they're technically not wyverns. They're technically classified as they're just like called bats in the WoW universe. But you know, like the dusk bats of the undead ride, and like there's a few of them around in Terrasful Glades, like circling high above you, like a trio of them. Yeah, 3 of them.
Wait, what
high above. Let me see if the Hearthstone card dusk bat, right? That's the thing.
Oh, it's a new expansion I haven't been playing. Dusk bat, let's see.
Like flying.
Okay.
They have like the face of a lion, right?
Well, yeah, like I think there's like there's various sizes they can grow to. They can be like the size of like a big dog to, like having a wingspan of 10 feet or so. So that's why it's hard to estimate exactly how high up they are, because you don't know exactly, like they're just silhouettes in the sky. You're not sure. But I guess there's something about their motion, because you got a good perception roll, that's like a little more ponderous than something that's, smaller than, so like their wingspan isn't like 3 or 4 feet. It's like like 6 or 7 feet at least. They're medium-sized creatures. They're not small creatures.
Okay. So I didn't want to check. This isn't like the area where everything's basically undead right now. It's Plaguelands. Here is like normal shit, well, right? Or is everything here basically?
Everything's a little tainted, but there's definitely like wildlife. The operative term being life.
Yeah.
Things that are actually alive.
Okay.
But yeah, they're all a little scourgy, a little plague-ridden, a little infected.
But all the humanoid creatures are undead.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, there's no. Or like or you basically.
Yeah. Maybe we should practice our undead walk to blend in a little more.
Shaun of the Dead.
Right.
Get to the Winchester, no worries.
Wait for all of this to blow over.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so I once again hold my hand and say, we have trouble. Bats in the sky. Get to the trees.
Trying to look up. Yeah, wait, we're in like open ground right now, because I guess if we can see.
Like you're not immediately next to a tree because you can see up, but like there's like it's lightly wooded all around. You could go and take cover under a tree nearby, no more than 20-30 feet away.
I kind of nod. I'm like, I guess. Do you know if bats IDs are known to be aggressive?
Do I? I mean, I know.
Give me give me insight rolls.
Insight.
Anyone who's pondering the actions of these bats.
Insight.
14, 9, and
Wait, and debated. It's 8.
Yeah. So not Shaun, Talia again.
Talia.
It's
I'm having a good day.
You like there's all sorts. It's impossible to classify. You can't make out these creatures well enough to like know exactly what kind of bat they are. But the action of kind of circling high above you is and just in animals in general is like it's predatory or like scavengery. It's it's not, they're not like what's going on here? They're looking for something to eat and they're waiting for Silas to fall over.
But just to be sure, there's no people on the bats, right? There's no
yeah, you can be. Your perception was good enough, so you can be absolutely sure of
just
that.
Bat keepers.
I mean, they are like the big ones of these. The undead ride around. They're like
Really, they ride.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Alright, I'm still in Morgan form, by the way.
Sure.
So you do convey this information using they are predatory.
Yeah. So they might be hunting for us. I think. We are the most tasty snack around. So be careful.
How high up are they, Chris?
Between 200 and 300 feet, depending on how large they are.
Sniper rifle, pretty good. You should just shoot them out the
It's also pretty loud.
That would definitely send.
It's silenced. Remember?
It's silenced, yeah.
All right.
Silence.
I mean, like a silence is a firearm. Really
take it back. Go for it. I don't know.
I mean, I'm like, do you think if we're sure they are going to attack at some point, do you think it's better if we, I guess, cast the first stone, so to say?
I mean, at
Before
the
they
very
start
least, you
dying,
could
yes.
definitely get a better look at them through the scope.
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm ready my bow as well.
Oh, like kind of. I don't know how you. Oh, you really aim it up, but you kind of want to steady it or something like for the sniper rifle.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of find a branch that can kind of.
Because like you can't if you like rest it on your shoulder aiming straight
Yeah.
upwards, the scope ends up quite a long way from your
So
eye.
I'll try to kind of like rest it on a branch if that makes sense.
Sure, and like crouch down.
Ledge. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You manage, and you sort of you find like a patch where you can see them up through the leaves as they're kind of circling. They are large bats, or sort of dusk bat-ish creatures. Wild as far as you can tell. There's no sort of harnesses. There's no one seems to be riding them. And they are brown furred, leathery wings. They're medium, like on the large side of medium creatures.
So how many are there?
3. Like they've got sort of like some kind of like tears and stuff in the flaps of their wings and stuff. They're clearly battle hardened to some degree, wild creatures, and all of them are sort of they've got sort of beady red eyes staring down at you guys as they fly slow lazy circles.
I'll kind of say like I've got them in my sights. They look pretty vicious. Should I take the shot?
Yes, now that I think of it, perhaps it is best to deal with it sooner rather than later. Their hunt might attract attention.
Okay, I say
it is certainly true that like anybody else anywhere would notice who saw the 3 of them circling would know they were circling something.
Those wolves, yeah. Okay, that's circling.
They're gonna help us.
Okay.
But I'll take like a I'll be like, you might want to get your weapons ready. And I'll kind of like take a.
Yeah, I ready an arrow to shoot after.
Yep, I have my bow.
Okay, sure.
Prepped.
And then I'll squeeze off a shot. Alright, now let me look up the sniper rifle. I didn't actually write down any of its stuff, so like I'll never use this. I've never used a sniper rifle.
Have you in game? Have you tested this before? Do you know how loud it is and stuff?
No, I don't know how loud it is. I don't know.
It says
silent. Silent. It said it makes 0 noise.
Or maybe there's like a magic spell got cast on it, like silence.
Exactly. Here we go. It's 400, 1600, you're right. Yeah. So it's within the 400, yeah?
Yeah, definitely within 400.
Okay. I will roll to hit, I guess.
Yep.
Ooh. I think the bats will be immune to poison. No, I don't want to poison this stuff. That'll take too long. It takes like 10 minutes.
I don't think you prepared any poison.
No, that's what I mean. So they have to spend 10 minutes preparing it.
Yeah.
It's slash D20. I have advantage if they don't know it. Did not expect
you do have advantage because they are like there's
never
no
seen a
anticipation of
sniper
an
rifle
attack.
before. They're like, what's this bit of metal?
They're not like prepared for an attack at all.
2d20 plus. Man, I haven't rolled an attack so long. What are my stuff? Oh, that's not how you roll 2d20.
Ooh, 36.
You roll 17.
So 24. 24 is absolutely a hit. So go ahead and roll damage with sneak attack. Yeah.
Just go ahead and just.
I mean, it's only not 2d8.
Make this thing a puff of feathers.
Can it misfire?
I wish it will.
I think it passes.
Definitely not.
I don't think so.
Doesn't say it on the page anyway. Unless I'm misreading. Okay. It's terrible damage.
Okay, so it's Silas's first time firing this, and you guys are obviously first time seeing it fire. So the exact results are like a little of a surprising to everyone. There's definitely an audible component, like a fairly loud audible component, somewhere between a pop and a crack that reverberates through the trees nearby, but like certainly isn't like explosion loud. Yeah. Like I said to Ian, it's audible within short range and more or less inaudible anywhere beyond that 400-foot area.
Have you guys ever heard an actual gun get fired with a silencer?
No.
Well,
yeah, it's still pretty loud.
Well, it depends.
I mean, I've heard videos. I've never been
supersonic or subsonic ammunition makes a difference, but I think in this case we assume it's subsonic ammunition.
Wait, so I have a question related to that.
Sure.
How loud is my bell shout?
About the same.
You can hear it anywhere within a couple of miles.
Oh.
Jesus.
Couple of miles?
That's some good ones, I guess.
It's depend. No, I think no. I'm not anywhere a couple of miles, but probably like audible out to in a clear day, probably audible like half a mile out. Like someone would hear
Probably,
a faint.
no, it's not worth it.
No, it's like it's pretty you roar pretty loud. As loud as you
Can you do it a little bit quieter, Jacko? And just
Like at half the effect.
Yar.
Yeah. All right. Should we initiative now?
If you guys as well, okay. So there's an audible crack. The bullet flies up, punches straight through like the not arm muscle, but like the wing muscle at the front of one of their wings, causing it to like screech much louder than the shot, quite audibly. A scream echoes across the across the landscape.
Can I time my bellow shout to be the same as that scream, so that it's muffled in the scream?
If only you'd ready your battle shout.
Yeah. Okay. Shit. Yeah.
Okay, but you take a shot with the longbow, so it's immediately following up.
Yeah.
Are you aiming at the same one that just got hit, or?
We didn't specify, so I don't think so.
But like, I mean,
I would have no idea what he was aiming.
Yeah, but they're in a tight enough cluster that you could easily adjust your aim at the last. Like,
sure.
It's like a couple of degrees of moving the arrow.
Is it within normal range for longbow?
I don't think so.
Oh shit.
Like 400, yeah, because they're 250 feet up.
Yeah,
is that
so
range for longbow?
No.
That's well within range.
No,
yeah,
but
within range, but not within like.
Oh, okay, so 18.
So disadvantage. So yeah, 18. 18 definitely hits. Yeah. Are you also aiming for the same one?
Yeah, sure.
Good
If it's
fucking
not
god.
down,
Okay.
then yeah, I will as well.
Yeah. Okay. So you take your you follow up. Yeah, it's not down even after the 16 and the 8. It's aggressively disadvantaged, so we're gonna need to see.
Yeah, I know.
Oh god damn it!
Yeah, you
A small
What?
glimmer of hope
So good.
before it all comes crashing down.
your arrow
So good.
hits a branch on the way up and just like sticks there. Too high to be recovered, but not.
Oh,
Of course, this is the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
It like flies off and hits like an undead somewhere, and then they will come looking for you.
ooh, XP.
Perfect. XP.
No, okay. So this roll initiative now, but
Oh yeah.
the basic reaction is before like movement and stuff happens. So it sends the attack, the crack, the bullet, and the arrow send the trio of them into kind of something of a discombobulated, disorganized panic. They're sort of flapping all around, screeching at each other, and panicking and unsure what to do. Bat 1, the wounded bat, who's now flying with, I don't know if you really call it a limp, but with certainly a bit of awkwardness to his motion with the particular wing that he got shot through, and he's got an arrow sticking out of his belly. Like screeches, and like almost as immediate result to having been shot because he acts so quickly, begins to fly away. Like he just straightens up his flight and flies off in a straight line, heading northwards away from you guys.
Sucker.
You bitch. He's slow.
Bat 3. No, he's not slow. Bat 3 seems a little more sort of uncertain. He doesn't immediately dive towards you guys, but it's like he hasn't sort of really figured out what's happened. He just knows that suddenly Bat 1's screaming about something. So he's not hovering, but sort of flapping around the same area, looking between you guys and Bat 1, like uncertain entirely what's
And you
what's
guys
happening.
are little bitches.
Talia.
We can talk in between turns, right? Okay. I'll
Yeah.
turn to the others and say, should I shoot? Seem to be fleeing.
I don't see why not.
Alright, I fire away. Hit me with your best shot.
You have disadvantage, right?
14.
14 misses.
But it's close.
But it's close. It's very close. But it's
Damn,
missed.
verbs.
So, do we know the AC?
That was just a warning shot, but I just want the others to figure it out.
Okay. Well,
I mean, yeah, it definitely startles Bat 3 as it the uncertain Bat as it whistles past.
so the sniper rifle holds 2 shots, so I might as well use the other one. So
How long
I'll
does it
take a
take to
shot at the
reload?
one. I'll take a shot at the one. I don't know. It's a thing like it doesn't say. I'm gonna guess. I don't know, Chris, what I'm gonna guess actually, because it doesn't say. How long does it take to reload? I think it's mentioned in like the firearm section.
Yeah, it's probably an action.
Bullshit. But anyway, I will take a shot at the one flying away, bad one.
Come and light me. A firearm has capacity of 1, but a professional is crafted with before having to be reloaded with the use of 1 action per bullet. Okay.
1 action per bullet.
Finally, some balance.
What? Like 2 shots and change to a different weapon. Got it.
You should have bought so many sniper rifles.
Ooh, Chris.
Stacking sniper rifles.
Retroactively go back. Alright, but I'll fire at
Use of luck.
1. I will if I miss.
No, which one are you firing at?
Bat
I mean,
one.
not that it matters. Bat 1's the one that's wounded and flying off.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, you hit Bat 1.
13 damage.
Yeah, no, it punches like another hole straight like through his side. He's not. He turns around and it just screeches at you, and you take sonic damage. No, he continues flying off, but he's he's definitely quite badly wounded. Yeah, he's bleeding heavily. He's not looking too hot.
Okay.
He's not like on death's door, but he's not above half health either.
Pretty far away then. It'll be hard to shoot him. Right, let's done here.
Bat 2, as the arrow whistles past, also panics and begins to fly off in the same direction as Bat 1, quite quickly, like double moves. Shalon.
Cool. I'll take another shot at the number 1. Right, that's the one who's been injured the most.
Okay, what's the maximum range?
Yeah,
on
he might be
600?
600.
600. Yeah, he's within 600. Well, yeah, because like the weird diagonal rules in 5e means that until he's like further away laterally than he is vertically, the distance doesn't actually increase. So yeah, go ahead and 26 and 12. Alas, the arrow whistles past him.
Just can't get 2 at like 9+. I can't do it.
Okay, yeah, all three bats continue to fly away on their turns from now on. We don't even really need to act on initiative. Is the intention to continue like trying to bring down Bat 1, or like do you stop?
I stop.
Once they're all fleeing, do you stop using ammunition? Because like realistically, past a certain point, you're the only one who's gonna be able to take shots.
Yeah, and I'll have disadvantage on all of them.
You got to spend the next turn reloading at least 1 bullet anyway. So
yeah. I mean, by the time I reload 1 bullet, it's like another 100 feet away if it dashes out. I mean,
yeah,
I get probably another 2 shots off.
Well, he's deciding that I go.
I mean, I'm loading it no matter what, Chris. Like, I mean, I'm loading it, but it's that ammo.
Sure.
The next action's loading.
Okay, by that point, it's your minimum range is 6 or like
400.
400, yeah, it's definitely further than 400 away.
Alright, I guess like while I'm reloading, I'm like kind of looking at the others. What I'm doing, be like, should I keep shooting?
He says, putting the bullet in backwards because he wasn't looking.
What are you talking about? Did you see my sleight of hand? It's like my guy chakras.
I look behind me and say, I don't think so. We've accomplished our goal.
Okay, no,
Agreed.
just put in the bullets. Switch on the safety. Put it over my back.
Nice guy.